Alright, boys, this is Marvel Steven, and this is part 4 of our journey, face of the franchise, ourselves with Tampa Bay. We're going to lead off on a game we left off on, which should be against the Cowboys. So, hope you guys enjoy. Because I had fun last night, even though some close calls. But, Okay, like I said, we should be at the Dallas Cowboy preseason game. Yes, we are. Okay, so I guess let's see if our winning luck can continue over into this game. Alright, let me turn the volume up. Game audio. No. Since there's copyright music in the background. But, yeah, so. That's one person we gotta worry about there, Amari Cooper. He did really beasted.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one.
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups, but the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Okay. Hopefully we're not going to choke. They had the ball. Alright, good boy. There we go. See how Dallas is.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 73 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's the way to start the game. And of course they're gonna play ball. I like them.
Let's make these babies cry. Go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
16 yards, a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
There you go, baby. Mike Evans. Playing like this.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
Oh, that was epic. That was one of my epic plays. I think I only got 2. Yeah, I think I only got 2 touchdown passes this game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go! Tires burn the pavement.
Sorry about that. Need to get some money to buy the real coffee, so I don't have to worry about this. Check something in here.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, what is it?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas.
Week 1 at home against San Francisco 49ers.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Alright, I gotta try to win week 1. No, we're opening up at home against the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know anybody that is good on the 49ers other than maybe that new guy, Chris, or Nick Foles. He might be a little bit of a problem on defense, but other than that, I don't know.
Welcome back, Jimmy G. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of the 49ers are looking forward to a healthier season in 2019. They get a road test in the opener as they take on new coach Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, we'll get over to Tampa. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, buddy.
Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL.
Let's see what we got. Oh, they get a touchdown. All right. They just spawned in quick.
Ready? 60 or check 56.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players, so you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could.
He's got it at the 15. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Ooh, nice.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense again.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
18 Gator. Let's get off the field, Pete.
Now back to throw. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised. Come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And
come on,
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's going to go up top. And intercepted.
No.
Seahawk Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Oh, no. Good. No. Oh, no.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. And got his man complete. A very nice pick up of 34 yards.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Wide open receiver complete. It was an impressive 31-yard gain. That's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they throw it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Stupid.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And he fires.
Richard Sherman again.
It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, my God.
A short return.
Oh, my God.
Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Come back to Seattle.
So out come the Bucs now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He'll look to throw, so he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Alex Collins. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw 2 picks that
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Brand new ball game.
50, plant. Right there, 56. Get that quarterback at all costs. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
16 yards of 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneer.
We're back
From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Man, this game's taking way longer than I expected. Ooh, all right. We're starting to break away, hopefully.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
There to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Down.
Field goal.
60 outlaw. 54. I got it. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game. They got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw here. Complete. He finds Bray, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said –
of course they score a touchdown because those girls.
They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in. Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Stupid play.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
That's how we get it done.
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Buccaneers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. We'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball. There's an interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
All right, let's see who we get the ball first. Let's try not to choke like we did last week. Gotta get some improvement.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Oh.
Let's go now.
Dang,
90
son.
Wolf. 59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play out?
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Oh, we got a field goal.
18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Howard a week ago: 4 catches, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the side of the backfield. I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, is batting down to half his time defensively. Dodged 2 passes.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here we go, set, 10 logo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athletic.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yards?
Set, 15, line it, 15 line. You got to get the ball, D. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I can't believe how fire we're playing. Especially how close it was last week to us losing.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's at the 50. Then
Oh my
across
gosh.
midfield and down to the 40.
Go home, your mother. It's almost a 10-point game. Oh my gosh. For that stupid interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we have reached halftime here, and you want the third quarter?
It was the third quarter. Nothing.
And logo.
That's good.
Check. Watch the before. Hey, tight. Deep river.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do it.
Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown,
There we go.
Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing.
Here we go.
Oh, they just got
30 base.
either field goal now.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Off the edge, Addison gets this.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 87 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing, finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdowns. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Ready, set. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 57 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our...
She's on.
18 Gator. Oh, here we go. Oh. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Leggett, his first touchdown of the new season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys.
They go play action here on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trey Boston, and he's able to get it back here to the 3-yard. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I'm going to go for a combination.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sand.
Yeah.
Alright, so we go back home for week 3 against the New York Giants.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Alright, you know, dude, I'll try to. Yeah, dude, since you're being cool about it, I'll try my best. I mean, I'm not gonna pick the ball just so you'll have it. But ooh, look at that, boys. We're on top of the NFC South. Look at that. The team that we were worried about the most, the Saints, are 0-2. Giants at home. I don't know, from our college debut, we're doing pretty good.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago. And they are all set as their guys will do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Again, everyone, Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Now back to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. Fourth-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go. But I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, playing all four phases of it, and have a chance to work it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. When you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start right out of them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his...
That's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case.
Got it. 52. Mike 52. All day, dog.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Evans has it left side. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And it's caught. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong...
Okay.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll drop to throw, and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns.
Come on, set. 15. 15.
He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Well, Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
So whatever happened to...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 82 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Strong left. Got to go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
they got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter how.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 33 yards. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
A 50-50 ball here. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
It's called being in the zone.
One more game out here.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up his magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Ready!
Oh, Rams trying to move the ball.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
No.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
All right, boys.
Ready. Get the 8, Mike. And let's get this.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarter.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Oh, now they get a touchdown.
On the set.
See how it is.
59.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle to Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good option.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back. Bryce Hager just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that.
There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
Go now, man.
You remember me? You remember me?
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's do this.
A gain of 32 that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking no?
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
When I can.
Ready to break. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bound to lose 1. Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
30 base.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? There's Marvin right.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, buddies. Got a field goal.
70, Indy. It's been a long day for you.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Yeah. GG, boys. That's how we play this when we were in Tampa. Yeah.
Let's go. 15.
Another turnover. I love that.
54.
So bad.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Evans once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Yes, we are.
Ready. 90 Wolf. 54. It's a party now. Shoot.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Ready? 60 outlaw. I got you, son. I got you, son. Get it.
Back to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 75 yards, and the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set, 30 base. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force it.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
No.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blow? He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Barber on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he works free. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. 58, right there. It's just me and you. It's just me.
They go play action here on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The gain of 39 that time.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I think we're going to win.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Come on now, let's go. Set, 8-3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is...
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on.
I'll check this in a minute. I'm going to end the stream here, boys. You saw next game, New Orleans. We're undefeated. We're lit.